Hello everyone, I'm Chester44, also known as Falai, and welcome to this Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. Last episode we finished looking through the beach that we happened to wash up on, saved everyone we could find, and now we need to get our ship repaired. Well, we found a town on the island, and a port at that, so we may as well go in and see if we can find a way to get some repairs to our ship. Probably more crew, too, because we don't have much of a crew. It's a very small one. Either way, we'll do what we can. Maybe we'll find other people as well. Who knows? Oh, we've made it. Port Maj Harbor, Deep Spring, Von Prima, 2828. Oh, we've got the port here. Wrinkle's house, the market, Port Maj Trading Post, the Governor's Estate, and the Kraken's Eye, and Xoti. Well, we're here.
Better see what that crowd's about.
What if the giant comes this way?
Please, everyone stay calm.
The man at the center of attention appears to be fielding inquiries from both the gaggle of townsfolk gathered around the platform and a rather severe-looking Amawa woman standing just beside him.
Please, everyone remain calm. I assure you I will do everything in my power to get you the answers you need. Our friends among the Huana
have offered you hospitality and safety from the storms.
The Amawa woman folds her arms.
Yes, I think we are all keenly aware of the debt of gratitude we owe to the...
I have personally seen to the safety of your homes. Now you will do the same for our families.
What about our families?
What about the ships? How are we supposed to feed ourselves? If everyone would...
As Clario's gaze sweeps across the crowd, it falls upon you, where it remains. A few more heads turn to see what has caught the governor's attention.
It's one of the pirates.
At this alarmed cry, the whole of the crowd turns to regard you. A startled, expectant hush falls upon the gathered throng. My ship ran aground just south of here. I need help.
2 of my guards reported a ship flying deer wooden colors, fallen prey to a private vessel. That would be your ship, I assume.
The crowd quiets somewhat at that, though you still find yourself the target of a few glares.
That would make her lucky. Your own vessels do not usually fare so well.
The woman regards you with bland curiosity.
Quite.
I just need some repairs, and I'll be on my way.
Per Complanca, everyone, forgive me. I believe this matter requires my attention. You have my word that I will keep you apprised of any changes.
Per Complanca, a Valian term meaning literally for mercy or for little mercy, which is taken as, come on now. Okay then, noted.
Especially you, Mr. Ikawa.
Do not flatter me with Valian titles. You are distracted with your newcomer and wish me gone. But I will not go far, Governor Clario.
Grade. As for you, stranger, let us speak at my estate. We'll discuss your predicament.
A Valian expression of approval that roughly translates to brave or defiant. Okay. The estate of Governor Clario. Well, that's the governor's estate. But I guess we should look around at other things as well. Captain Darmo.
Do something. Any of us could be next.
Oh? I cannot imagine who might wish to harm you, master. Per Complanca, don't tell me you're here to complain too.
The guardsman covers his face with his hand, groaning.
Virus. Are they recruiting right off of the docks? You would think the Juana were storming the Kraken's Eye as we speak.
What's going on?
A fight, Mestra. One of the Juana women attacked a merchant. He has come out the worst for it.
He jerks a thumb toward the nearby door.
Now every nationale in town wets himself in terror of losing his coin to the Amawa. We would bring in the thief, but Clario would not have us march into the village and defend Ikawa much longer, and I do not think any of us will have a choice in the matter.
Great. So there's issues between the Valians and the natives.
If you wanted the details of it, speak to Rinko himself. He will delight in telling you the tale.
Darmo makes a sharp, frustrated hand gesture and turns away. Well, I suppose we may as well. It is a quest, and we are the type who will help others. It gets us experience, coin, and so forth.
Why not?
And we can loot things as well. Hee hee hee. Every bit of loot helps. Valian frock coat and a Valian hat. This chart appears to outline some kind of mining operation. Numbers in the nearby ledger seem to allude to volume, though precisely what isn't clear.
Leave it to me.
A couple books that we'll probably be able to sell, which I'm fine with.
I'm keeping Papa company till he's better.
That's perfectly fine. Ugh, who's there?
Tori, is that you? Wait, who are you?
The figure in the bed is a young Valian man. The first thing you notice is that he seems to have been severely beaten. One eye is nearly swollen shut, and where his skin is revealed, it is a patchwork of livid bruises. He groans and winces as he props himself up, glaring up at you with one good eye.
I know exactly how he feels. And I beat up a lot of folks just the same way.
That's beating up others, that's not being beat up.
Come to laugh? Madiko, this would not have stood in Ozia.
He yanks at the bedsheet, trying to cover himself. Oof, nice shiner.
Ah, hell take you. I get enough of this from the Nasanali I work with.
He falls back against the mattress, grumbling. Adair gives a nod and a wink.
Iswana. They are an unreasonable people. I was enjoying a night of cards when one of them attacked me, out of nowhere. I had not spoken a word to her. The mad devil. Look what she did to me. My ear.
He turns his head and you see that there is a scabbed over notch where a chunk of flesh has been torn away from his left ear. Ugh.
When the fighting is over, she takes my coin purse and strides away. Bold as anything.
Yeah, you should always ditch the jewelry before a fight. That's awful.
Well, clearly you have more compassion than the host of cackling fools that watched the whole thing. The governor lets the Juana do as they please, and this is the result. I should be out there, helping to find our people. My wife, Zenetta, she is out there, and I...
He gestures feebly with an arm, grimacing.
Listen, I am without other means. She took my coin purse, my wages. How am I to pay the governor? How am I to feed my son?
His already bruised, purpled face reddens further.
That woman should be in the stocks. The guards do nothing. But you've heard me out at least. Do me the kindness of retrieving that coin purse, and I will give you what I can spare.
Well, maybe I can reason with this woman. Where should I start?
They call her Mokeha. I imagine she's back in her village, feeling proud of herself, no doubt. Follow the road as it bends north. Then west. You can't miss it. A pile of sticks and straw.
With that, he sags back against the mattress, clearly exhausted. Mokeha. Alright. Well, we'll see what happens there, but of course it's probably more complicated than just, oh, this woman beat me up and stole my money. Well, we'll talk and see what's going on with that. So we got the governor's estate over there, but we also have merchants. Well-supplied traveler.
Why, Berat smiles upon you. What fortune that on this turn upon the wheel, you should find yourself before the finest merchant in all the Deadfire.
Well, let me see what you have. Inns. Inns serve multiple purposes and can be found throughout the Deadfire. At any inn, you can access the store, rent a room, recruit adventurers and crew members, retrain characters, and manage your party. Certain rooms give a resting bonus. Okay. So, let's see here. I do have money, but we've got Scavenger's Lanterns for travel speed. Ooh. That does sound useful. I think it's for a ship. Stinky Pete. +1 resolve for everyone in the party. Could be handy. Cloak of Barath. It's just a visual thing, it looks like. His cloak marks the wearer as a devotee of Barath, god of death and mortality. Dedicated worshippers of the twin god are few in number, but are respected by a great many for their patience and level-headedness. The bearer of such a garment embraces life's challenges and willingly accepts the inevitable cycle of life, death, and reincarnation. Sails of Barath. Okay. Cutthroat Cosmo. Reduces recovery penalty for armor. The Magnificent Escape Cape. Let's see. Escape Artist. While bloodied or near death, the Magnificent Escape Cape may be used to dash to safety, breaking engagement, and expertly avoiding the next attack. Okay. The Amazing and Truly Incredible Instant Potion Belt. Summons a random potion into an empty quick slot at the beginning of combat. This potion will vanish when combat ends. Fire Thrower's Gloves. Evocation spells, okay. Grimoire of Spark and Flame. I think they changed how grimoires work here. Interesting spells, but still. Trollhide Belt, useful. Girdle of Mortal Protection. Cloak of Greater Protection. Cloak of Greater Deflection. Boots of the Stone. Boots of Speed. And a bunch of varied items. There are some interesting, unique things. That said, we have items we can sell. Specifically, I'm going to sell all of these. Well, not the torch. I'm going to keep the torch. Sell all of this. I don't think I need these fine items. I think well, I'll hold on to them for now. The hats have no real value to me. I can sell the Corrosive Cloud Trap. That's food. I think I need that. The books, I can sell the books. I don't think they matter. Ingredients I keep all of, and those are ship items, which don't matter. And we get 443 coins. Alright! And we have a 50% discount on items for some reason. That's actually fantastic. Wow. I did not expect that. Henrik, who are you?
Here you find civilization, Aimika. But outside these walls, the jungle will eat you alive. That is, unless you prepare yourself, ne?
Well, let me see what you have.
And prudent decision.
So you have basic gear, it looks like. Oh, there's a few. Essence Interrupter, which is a unique hunting bow. We've got Shattered Vengeance, a unique club. Physiker's Belt. Swordsman's Bracers. That could be useful. But I'm going to save up on the money. We don't have the discount there. The wagon holds only a few boxes and scattered garments.
It's not right. I came here on the first ship. Why does an islander get paid the same as I?
They're bigger than you, and they haul cargo without whining about it.
Okay, that sounds...
It's not right.
It is right. And what is this?
Accept the light, and you shall be redeemed.
A woman shouts, arms raised high and wide. In each hand she grips a golden candle. The flames gutter wildly as she gestures to the crowd before her. The missionary holds a candle to drip wax in the shape of 3 stars on the forehead of each kneeling worshipper. One of them stumbles back, swiping the hot wax from his skin.
Sefutito, Madicchio, I did not sign up to be burned.
Sefutito, fuck this. What do you think you're doing?
Idling, that's what. Making ourselves feel all requited.
Arms crossed over her chest, a shorter, darker-skinned woman watches the ritual with an ornery sort of expression. Her delicate chin jutted up.
We just missed one of the biggest reap-ins of all time. What about the souls that need us?
As she steps forward, she reaches for a peculiar-looking lantern strapped to her hip.
Do not push me on this, you wayward child. You'd leave the living forlorn to service the dead?
Rather than discouraging the other Dawnstar, the accusation seems to kindle a stubbornness inside her. Shoulders set, she grins.
Here, I'll light them all at once.
Metal clanking, she sways an eerily lit lantern in an intricate pattern before her. The priestess bites her lips, swinging harder and faster, lithe arms hurtling the weapon with a deceptively hidden strength, until she thrusts it hard out toward the crowd, splattering everyone with wax. Oh, that's one way to do it.
Hell yeah, it is. I call that the...
Grinning, she turns to get a good look at you and promptly chokes.
Are you by any chance looking to help the people I saw die in my dreams?
She ducks her head, cheeks flushing prettily.
I'm guessing you're not here for the baptism.
I'm looking for an Adra statue, yeah. Yay high, inhabited by Aethys.
I knew it!
She clenches her grip on the sickle in her right hand.
Gon's been calling me here. Left the breadcrumbs in my dreams. I need to get inland. If you're going, I could help you. Swear on my soul.
Who's gone?
Gon's a smidge of darkness in the light. He was the part of Aethys who divined the dignity of dying, and the return journey to life.
Huh. Interesting. Why do you want to go inland?
There are souls needing their last rites. I ought to shine them the light, else they might get lost.
Enough nonsense, Xoti. No one knows if anyone's even died. You've no business going in there, risking your own safety, risking our mission.
Wenglyff, you guide the living and I guide the dead. Gon bids it and I dreamed it. Leave it be. We all serve our purposes. So what's yours?
Well, I'm a watcher.
So you can see souls? That's a handy talent to have. I know my harvesting would benefit from it. And here you are, following my god. Watcher, will you take me with you?
A fine proposition. I'd enjoy the company of a priestess. Healing is very good to have.
I know an offer rare as hen's teeth when I hear it. Yeah, I'm taking it. You won't regret this.
She steals a shy glance at Adair.
Hey.
Adair half nods without looking in Xoti's direction. He seems suddenly focused on something in the distance. A tad too eagerly, she saunters close beside you.
At least take care, child. Come back to us in one piece. If not for my sake, then Sauron's.
The older priestess sighs, shaking her head.
So don't tell her. What the High Priestess doesn't know won't hurt her.
Grinning, Xoti waves her brethren with a curt parting. Okay, choose a single class or multi-class for this companion. Companion conversations, I know how to do that. Priest, monk, or contemplative? No, I am going with priest. We need a healer. Oh, Adair has something to say.
The children of the Dawn Stars. I wondered if we'd run into them down here. There's someone I used to know. Just an old friend. Came out here to settle with them last I heard. Maybe we should ask around. See if she's still out here. Might be she can help us.
It's possible.
Just a friend, huh?
Xoti rubs the back of her neck, clearly uncomfortable. How did you know her?
Oh, well, both grew up in Gilded Vale, same temple.
Adair looks askance at you. Your cheeks are red.
All right. We used to, you know. She was real loud, too. Used to have to cover her mouth or she'd get the dog howling in the next room.
Xoti's face models bright red and she turns away, hands covering her eyes. She sounds like a special woman.
I knew you'd understand. You're gonna like her. I got a good feeling.
Possible. Well, let's see if there's other conversation options.
Hey, look who it is.
Nothing for him.
Happy
But we
to
have
oblige.
this new person, Xoti. Well, let's take a look at what she's got. Inventory-wise, she has a hood, vestments of gown. Xoti's gambeson conceals a layer of mail beneath its modest exterior. The humble vestments mark the wearer as a follower of Gon and aspect of Aethys. Such protection is often necessary for any Aethasian who finds themselves in parts of Eora where the wounds of the Saints' War are still fresh. She's also got antidote, potion of spirit shield, and minor healing. She does have a crossbow. She's also got Xoti's sickle and Xoti's lantern. The lantern, plus 1 of each monk resource per kill, that doesn't matter. Plus 2 all restoration power levels and inspiration power levels. Okay. And she has a sickle as well, which looks like it would be useful. Oh, this is enchanting. Unique weapons, armor, and shields can be enchanted to further increase their potency. Each enchanting recipe requires a number of specific ingredients. When you have them, they will display a plus. Okay. So, we could increase the enchanting for these. Not that I can right now. And then we have these. I think we can only go for one of them. And the sickle, she has Soul Reaper. She can get Finality, which is more damage on scoring a hit against targets with low health, or Urgent Harvest. Being near a killed enemy grants the wielder attack speed. Anyway, we don't need to worry about that. And I believe I can give you a better robe. No. Surprisingly, it's not better. I guess your armor is perfectly fine. Okay. Let's see. Summary, you are a priest. You have your skills. You have diplomacy, which is good. Still no lockpicking, sadly. And you have a few spells. We'll look at them later. As for reputations, believes the gods and religion serves a useful purpose for mortals and dislikes irreverence or insults directed at them. Okay. Finds it distasteful when others do not take their duties seriously or attempt to evade their rightful responsibilities. Okay, fair enough. Takes a dim view of people who employ underhanded and deceptive tactics to get their way. It's sometimes needed. Supports followers of Aethasians, lighthearted, passionate person, responds well to people with similarly strong emotions, and appreciates a cosmopolitan lifestyle and outlook on life. Fair enough. Let's talk to her. How about that?
Hoo-wee. About time we took a breather. My feet are blistered something fierce.
Hands braced on her knees for support, she leans forward and sucks in a breath of fresh air. Her eyes never leave your face. A rosy flush slowly brightens her cheeks, and she beams you a wide, brash grin.
Tell me what's on your mind?
What are your thoughts on Aethys?
We talking during the Saints' War, or after he died?
Xoti taps a finger to her lips and hums thoughtfully. Okay, we know about this. What's the difference?
Well, before he died, he was still Aethys as the majority of my brethren know him. Aethys embodied a human. And when that human got blown to bits, we all believed Aethys died.
Adair points affably in approval.
And I think a part of him did. The part he'd most closely woven into living flesh. The part that represented life. And rebirth after death. Which means the part of him that could have survived, that stormed across the Deadfire seas, was the side more aligned with obsidian, rot, and falling away. That which is death.
That's a little concerning. Tell me about Aethys leading up to and during the Saints' War.
I really only know what my folks taught me.
She scratches the back of her head, hesitant.
Aethys embodied Saint Widwin, but during the war, he got blown to bits. That's the thing about human bodies. Eventually, they all gotta die. As the god of rebirth, of course, Aethys would be coming back. But where I differ from my family's view, and my High Priestess's view, is that I've studied the apotheosis of Gone, and I know all about the backside, the downward swoop, the death part of the cycle of life. Obsidian, rot, regrowth. What's gone can never be again. What comes back is changed. Always. Even if what comes back is a god.
And what's your take on Aethys following the Saints' War?
Then you mean gone. Sure, maybe my god still answers to Aethys as well. Why not? But Aethys died. And death requires change. He ain't what he was. Not in exactly the same way. That's why I think his other aspect, his darkness in the light, is what's burning brighter in him now.
I mean, I don't think I've changed that much after I almost died.
No need to fiddle-foot around. I'm listening.
So should you be swearing so much as priestess?
Reckon not.
She grins wide and confident.
But I can't help but be a touch wayward. I don't take it too far. My mom caught me once necking in the merkberry stalks. And of course I fight. But I've not done much more than that. And I don't use the real ugly words.
She waggles her sickle around in a helpless sort of gesture.
Sometimes the feelings, they just come tumbling right out of me. Gods darn it.
Adair points affably in approval.
It's
All right.
time I got about searching for lost souls.
And it seems that you, Wanglith, might have something to say. That is entirely possible.
You watch over her, you hear? That's one of ours whose fate you've taken into your hands.
I will.
For God's sake, I don't need Nanny and Wanglith. I've reaped more with my 2 hands than you'll dream in a lifetime.
Eesh.
And you've pride in that?
Head shaking, she turns to you.
Do you see why she needs guarding? You must shield her light. Do not let her lose it or her life. Do you seek a blessing from the light?
Actually, we're looking for someone who came out this way years back.
If it's a fellow missionary you seek, then you might talk with Nordegand at the temple in Nekataka. She's been around a while. Knows more of us than most anyone else.
That'll be handy.
Xoti! Blessed child, you returned to the flock. What news do you bring us from the High Priestess?
Don't get comfy, 'cause I ain't here to stay. I'm finally doing Gon's will, thanks to the Watcher.
So I now see.
Frowning, the priestess takes her time lighting one golden candle and then another.
Do you seek a blessing from the light?
I would like a blessing, yes. The priestess's entire expression brightens, lit by a holy righteousness.
You chose wisely. Endurance is the path to perfection. Hand me your palm.
Sure.
We'll strengthen your spirit through tribulation.
The woman snatches for your wrist with a fervent strength. Her fingers are cold, unrelenting, and tight, but the candle flame that she presses to your skin is white hot, instantly singeing.
This flame lacks the flicker of guidance, but it will purify both flesh and soul.
Yeesh.
Let the pain absolve your sins.
Hold your hand over the flame. An acrid smell assaults your nose as smoke curls up from your skin. The pain is a constant jabbing, the tip of the flame needling at your nerves until your fingers begin to shake uncontrollably.
And now for the benediction. What I speak, you repeat after me. Godly Redeemer and bringer of light, who shepherds his flock through the labyrinth of hell. Though you currently rest in peace, we remain devoted until the time of your revival. We believe in your coming rebirth, in the restoration of your holy greatness. And we now beseech you...
Keep holding your hand over the flame. The fire continues to eat through flesh and muscle, digging into bone.
to banish the shadows of the unfaithful and wash away the sins of our past.
Godly Redeemer and Bringer of Light. Without so much as a movement from either of you, the flame suddenly snuffs out. Wanglith nods and rubs a glob of wax into the wound.
Good. The light accepted you for its host. Go and be well. Walk within the light, and you shall not falter.
With a flick of her fingers, she splatters you with golden wax. Okay, Dawnfire's Blessing. Extra healing done and extra religion. Okay.
What can I do you for?
And one thing I want to check. So you can cast 2 first-level spells, and you have Blessed Harvest. Reap an enemy in the name of Gon. If the enemy is bloodied or near death, they will receive significantly more damage from Blessed Harvest. Okay. So it's basically do more damage if they're almost dead. Restore shares a generous portion of the caster's divine strength, restoring... Okay. Heal all in the area of effect. And condemns the priest's foes, dazing any enemies in the area of effect. You're going to be using Restore a lot. Holy Radiance. Creates a field of holy energy around the priest, dealing burn damage, applying Shaken to any vessels in the vicinity, while regenerating a modest amount of health for allies. The power of priest's holy radiance, yada yada yada. Okay, so that's basically damage undead, heal allies. It's nice that it has both. And you've got Binding Block for countering that, and Hook and Slash wildly with your attacks, interfering with your enemy's ability to focus their aim at the cost of damage. So enemies have less chance of hitting, but you do more damage. That's actually... Since you're more of a support and more of a healer, that's actually not a bad thing. Because then you'll be supporting with things. I think I might keep that on, at least for a little while. Alright. And with that, I am going to go ahead and end this episode here. Next episode, I think what we're going to do is we'll make our way over to the Kraken's Eye and see what's going on inside of the tavern. Seems like a decent place to go to. That'll be in the next episode. So until then, I am Chester44. I'll send in his fly. That is Laniara, Adair, and Xoti. This has been a Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. And I shall see you all next time.